Protect the flame. Today on Fortitude Through Stoicism, and this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. Before I get into today's, I want to talk about a little experience I had yesterday. I was on the second leg of a flight to Boise, Idaho, and I happened to sit next to this person. We engaged in a conversation. It was an incredible conversation, and I was just picking up notes of Stoicism throughout this whole thing. And I said, have you ever heard of Stoicism? And of course she says, no. I said, well, do you mind me asking, what do you do for work? And she says, well, can you keep a secret? I said, yeah, of course. She goes, well, I'm a pilot, but not on this airline. So we joked back and forth, but what she ended up telling me was, the hiring process for the airline that she works for is very, very, very specific. And the reason why it's specific is they're model matching for a very specific personality type. Because what I noticed was her energy was super calm. I mean, it was like ice water running through this woman's veins. And it was very odd because it's not the type of person I come across mostly. So that's what piqued my curiosity. But to hear her talk about, the things that she can control, the things that she can control, to have that plan, but also be prepared for that, the acceptance portion of it. It was just truly impressive. It really was. So in your journey, you will find people that are embracing the Stoic path, much like I was, and I didn't even know it. Listen, I was doing a lot of the things already by the nature of who I am and what I've picked up over my life. But it was just truly incredible. So I know what airline I'm flying because I felt pretty good about that conversation. So, okay. Let's see. The quote today by Epictetus. Remember, protect the flame. Protect your own good in all that you do. And as concerns everything else, take what is given as far as it can make reasoned choice of its use. If you don't, you'll be unlucky, prone to failure, hindered and stymied. Protect your own good in all that you do. If you've listened to this, you've heard me tell my story that at my rock bottom, I realized that the world could take everything from me. House, business, kids, wife. Even at that time, my own confidence and sanity and manhood, my own masculinity. What I did realize, the one thing that no one can ever take from you, the one thing that is yours and yours alone, character. Your character defines you. Think about the people in life that you respect the most. Maybe it's a grandfather, right? Maybe we're talking somebody probably old school. Why do you respect them so much? Because I know people that I respect. My mentor, Ken Van Oorstrand. One of the things I respect so much about Ken is his character is unflappable. His integrity, on point. When he says he's going to do a thing, he does that thing. I noticed that very on. And so 5 years ago, whatever it is, October 3rd, 2018, laying in a bed, detoxing, almost died in a prison bed, mind you. I realized it was time to go to work on my character. As soon as I made the decision to live or die, hey man, finish dying or start living. Those are your two choices. Finish dying or start living. I decided to start living. I'm going to put my energy into this. And even then, it was the small things. Today, I'm going to focus on, one, not killing myself. And two, I'm going to get my body to the gym and I'm going to move my body because I have control over that. The small steps, the little micro wins build up to confidence. So people ask me, Shawn, how did you get from there to what you're doing now? And it's been a relatively short path here. It's the consistency. It's because I don't stop. And now because I focus on my character, everything else just falls in line. I will not do business with people with bad character. I won't. I don't need or want the money. I work with people for the pleasure of the collaboration for the win. I don't need the monetary reward. I don't need it for what? I have everything in the world I want. Slower pace today, because this one's at the heart of what I do. I don't care what I do in the world as long as I'm doing it as a good person. Want me to go shovel horse shit? I'll do that. Want me to go across the world and get shot up in a foreign country? I'll do that. Want me to go out here and help business owners save their business and their families? I'll do that. But everything in this world I'm going to do based on character, my honor, my integrity. Nothing will sacrifice that. Ryan Holiday says, the goodness in you is like a small flame. You are its keeper. It's your job today and every job to make sure it has enough fuel. When I got to Marine Corps basic training, February of 1997, they were explaining what the esprit de corps was. The first time I actually heard what core values were: honor, courage, commitment. What the fuck is a core value? Now I live my life based on my core values. But when they explained esprit de corps, they say it's a little fire that starts burning inside you. And over time, it gains power and strength until one day it's like a raging furnace. That's the pride in being a Marine. That's the pride I take in being a good human. I've served my community. I've served my fellow man. I give to people. I fulfill my duty. I live with the balanced justice of scales always in mind. The unexamined life is not worth living, Socrates. Yes, I agree. So I examine my life and I look for areas of opportunity where I can be a better human, a better man. It is not about the scoreboard. It is not about the dollar signs. It is not about any of that. It's about being the best human I can be. It's about enriching the lives of those around me. It's about rising the tide so that all boats rise. My flame, tucked deep inside my mindset garden. You hear me talk about my mindset garden all the time. I've got this beautiful fire pit inside my mindset garden. That's my flame. So you are not getting anywhere near that thing because most people aren't even allowed inside my mindset garden. It's too precious. It's too beautiful. It's far too important. And for me, it's taken everything to protect that flame from getting snuffed out. And on that, we're going to have the most amazing day.